I saw this tweet and it said, which album released over 20 years ago has stood the test of time, and I got a couple that I want to share. I feel like Mariah Carey Butterfly is a really solid album still. Honey is a really great track to listen to. Butterfly's song is one of my favorites. Breakdown is definitely a fan favorite. Close My Eyes, Outside, just, top tier. I think it still sounds pretty great with the production, the vocal arrangements. Same goes for Janet Jackson, The Velvet Rope. I think it was great for the time, still think it's great now. You is a very underrated song. I feel like people don't talk about it enough. What About Details, domestic violence, and it was brave for her to open up in that way. And I also really enjoy I Get Lonely, of course, definitely a staple in the catalog for sure. And then you also have songs like Special, which, I really appreciate. I feel like that song doesn't really get enough, I will say. So a lot of highlights on this one. It's one of her best albums. Aaliyah self-titled. The fact that this came out in 2001, it still sounds fresh today. Shout out to the producers who worked on this. Shout out to Aaliyah. Songs like Loose Rap are definitely a favorite. You also have to mention the iconic Rock the Boat. Try Again was #1 solely off of radio airplay. More Than Woman. Yeah, even if you look at like the visuals for this and like the photo shoots, still out of its time. Still looks like it was just shot. So, Leah, truly a visionary, and this album has no skips for me. I'd highly recommend it. Aretha Franklin, Spirit in the Dark. I think that, it sounds like it's time. I mean, all these kind of do to a certain extent, but I just think that it's super classic. Spirit in the Dark, the song is great. I like her version of Don't Play That song. You and Me is certainly a favorite as well. It just really sounds like the time, but in the best way. Obviously, Michael Jackson, Thriller, because, how can you not? Hit after hit after hit. Thriller the song, Billie Jean, Beat It, and the list goes on and on. So, obviously I have to mention this one, what a cultural staple that it has become. So those are a couple that came to mind for me. Let me know your thoughts on this down below in the comments, and some that you would add on to this list. But a fascinating discussion nonetheless.